Today is an unboxing of the CRG ATV-5 glossy black motocross sports bike motorcycle helmet. This box is pretty beat up. I don't know why I always start my videos like that, or I just throw the box on the counter, but I'm trying to figure out where to cut this because there's tape everywhere. But finally got myself a full face helmet. Been bothering my mom about this one, but they was getting some stuff, so I had to wait, and now I got it. It was supposed to come yesterday on the 18th, but instead it came on the 19th thanks to UPS. Even USPS. I hate USPS. I hate UPS. It's like all the workers in both of those places are just seem like they're just lazy. They take forever. USPS multiple times act like they lost the package, or one drawing I got where they're acting like the address to the package was valid or something like that, when my address on the package was literally perfect. There was nothing wrong with it. It sounded like the worker just didn't feel like delivering any more packages and just left them in the truck, and I'm about to get people's packages sent back. One of them being mine, so I had to drive down and get my package. That was the kickstand for mine. Project Flash. Here we go. See, this box is beat up, but I knew there'd be some foam and stuff in here. Very thin, trashy amount of foam, but it's better than nothing. It turns out the CRG, when I show you this beautiful helmet, it's a very nice looking helmet. The CRG is actually a clone. I didn't know that. It's a clone of the Simpson helmets, or the cheap Chinese. Well, yeah, that's what a clone is. The cheap Chinese version. Well, if not Chinese, just the cheaper version, not the original, but it has, or took, the same style. So about a year ago, I've already had a helmet, but there's a helmet my mom bought. The helmet she got was too big. It didn't fit my helmet properly. Oh, what did I just say? It didn't fit my head properly. This is really nice, really large too. A little bit bigger than I thought it would be, but it didn't fit my head. It was too loose. I have a small head. Got a peanut head. So we sent the helmet back, and not only did I find out the helmet was only like $39, or basically $40, $39.99. I'm like, is that even safe? And then it was just really ugly. Sometimes my mom doesn't do research when she gets stuff; she just gets it. But my brother still has his in the garage, so I could pull it out and show y'all. But it's one of those, it's kind of like a full front like this, but it has the open face with the movable sun shield as usual. But it didn't fit, so he sent that back, and now finally I got this helmet right here. Now once again, one problem I had with this helmet, why I didn't use it for a while, is I didn't know how to use this strap. I didn't know how to put it on properly. So I'm gonna need to be able to figure out how to do the same for this. Okay, I found it. So I'll probably put both masks when we got on for you guys to show. But I originally got this and this, or I originally got this because I got this helmet, but I didn't have anything to protect my face. So that was kind of the setup. But this is kind of big, and it makes me have to put this German. I can't fully put the helmet down, so it kind of makes it feel weird on my head, which isn't a huge deal, but it's a little annoying. And sometimes those goggles, the goggles mainly the tint. I don't know why I got tint and not clear goggles for when it gets dark. So I can see at night, but I can't see as good, and I would like to be able to see better. So I got these right here, which have switchable lenses. I haven't switched them out yet, so I don't really know how to take the lenses out. I don't know if it's difficult or easy, but I got this with switchable lenses, so I can pull my helmet down better, and it can fully cover my forehead. I can switch the lens out and have better lighting for when it gets darker. So these are the new motovlogging setups, because this right here, this ain't gonna work. This, he's just stuck on with it. Well, did it? Because I don't remember it being crooked like that. Well, for the times I used it, it worked. But like I said, this is the only support for these goggles. So this is only around my eyes, which means there's nothing holding this down. So that's why every time my past videos where I did use the mask, mainly on my, actually I think I only used it on my Project Flash, while everything was still shaking. The GoPro 5 even could have been smoother, but it was shaking because this was shaking. and it was too much shaking for the hyper smooth to stabilize it. And it didn't help because I think the weight of the GoPros started wearing down on these plastic hinges. That right there, you see that little lump? That right there, that's a hinge. So now even this has a little bit of play. So really glad I was able to get these helmets, because mainly for motovlogging that's not going to work, and that's not quite, I mean, these aren't any safer when it comes to this setup, but yeah, this just isn't good for motovlogs. It's making my film way too shaky. But mask fits, it fits good, it's nice and tight on. I just now need to figure out how to put the strap on. With these German style helmets, I'm actually not 100% sure, but I think mine's is dot certified, or whatever, however you say it. It's dot. So mine's probably looks a little bigger than the normal German style helmets you see. The reason why mine's a little bigger, because they usually, you see other people with novelty. I think they'll still have cushion in it, but not as much. But luckily with mine's, I don't think this looks as big. Some ones that you get have a little, like, extra amounts of cushion, which is not bad because it's safe, but it makes it look like a giant mushroom on your head. Like you in Mario Kart or something, you one of those hammerhead joints, I forgot what they call them. Now it's time to put the adhesive on, so I just put this little side on. I kind of did it a little off, I don't know why, but it annoys me. But I'm gonna peel this off now. One of these adhesives, they're red. This red piece would not come off, this red stick stuff to cover it up. I thought it would be this one, but it didn't. Alright, so like I said, I don't have a lighter, so I'm gonna take this to the kitchen. I'm gonna put this over the stove. I did the same thing with my other one, so let's do that. Alright, so we're now in the kitchen. Now obviously I already know where I want to put my adhesive. Obviously right on the face. I don't want to do no exercise stuff. I want to put this at the bottom. This isn't quite as round as I thought, so it's not gonna be flat neat, but it's not the first time that I've done this, and it wouldn't be flat on there. So what I did for the first time, turn the heat up, grab the plastic clip, put it on this side. You don't want it on this side because your hands won't be as covered, and just let that sit over the heat as close as you can. Now obviously you don't want to melt it, but it'll kind of start to have an extra, like it's already shiny now, but it'll have an extra shiny. You'll see the difference, because it's a little hard to explain. I'll try to show it to you. Okay, that should be good enough. Don't know if you can see how it looks a little more crinkly. Now you want to hurry up. I don't know if you have to like hurry up, but once again I know my placement, so I want it right down the middle. And bam, that should be good enough. Now squeeze it down, squeeze all sides down as much as possible. As you can see, mine is up this way a little bit and this side's down. So get all as much as adhesive connecting as much as you can. Once again, as you can tell, it isn't quite as round as I thought it was, but the bottom's on better and it's got a full connection through this way. And now, once you feel that you've gotten yours on there properly, perfectly, and fully as much as you can, let it sit for 24 hours. So, times it. 1:04 p.m. So this thing should be ready to be used tomorrow morning, 1:04 p.m. I just dropped the battery. It should be ready to be used at 1:04 p.m. tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to test it exactly tomorrow. Hopefully around this week we get a slightly cooler day, if not a cool day, like, you know, maybe one day it'll rain and get a slightly cooler day. But if I just have to test on a hot day, seeing that it's still summer, I will. It's just torturous. And thinking about it too, I just realized something. This adhesive is usually pretty strong. So, with that being said, I'm just fiddling with it again. I don't need to be. I don't know why I am. But with that being said, now that it's on here too, and this is a full face helmet, so I could probably put my whole entire little GoPro vlog and setup on this and use this little adhesive microphone. Or I could unplug the microphone and have the case, but I was thinking I might actually have to get a different microphone, but I don't know how we'll put one in here because this is, like I said, this touches my bottom lip. Now maybe I could put something on the side actually. But I was thinking about seeing if I can get a cheap little microphone that I can put inside the helmet. Because now that I think about it, sometimes the GoPro 9 is much better at it. The GoPro 5 not so much, but the GoPro 9 sometimes you can still hear me. But with this is fully covering my face, so you might not be able to hear me that well. And another thing too, I'm definitely gonna have to get some sort of cloth when it comes to my German helmet over there, because the last video I did testing that helmet setup, it was so smooth. But no, I think it was mainly the second video where I leaned the camera some more. That air was getting all up in that mic, and that was a very smooth video. But holy crap, the audio. Alright, it's 1:19 p.m. so it's been 24 hours and a few minutes. One thing I realized and didn't realize, which I started focusing on it and it annoys me. I always see people put this in the middle. I watched somebody where they do this side clamp and they'll have this stupid arm. And I hate the arms and stuff because it just seems like a lot of extra stuff. And not only do you have to constantly adjust, but also that could break just in case something somehow becomes loose. But I didn't realize when you sit the GoPro on, the GoPro's lens is not in the middle. So when you watch the videos, you're not quite seeing the center of the bike. I never realized that. And number two, this is not quite centered. I think it's just barely off, and that's why it was hard to notice. But this is not quite fully centered properly. I think it's on this side a little more than this side, which makes it even worse because that's the side the lenses are on. Now this is on. I want to test how strong it is, which I'm sure is good. But obviously, I don't feel like trying to pull out my phone, and I'm trying to record with my GoPro 9. So we're gonna use my old GoPro 5 with the metal case at that for some weight, quite like this. I don't like using these clamps because, as you can see, how short that is. Therefore, if I want to aim this up a little bit more, I can't. But just to test the strength, I just shake it, and the only thing that's moving is this GoPro because it's loose. Besides that, it's on there. It is on there nice and strong. But as you can tell, I think that honestly the 3M tape is just barely off centered, so I don't think that's gonna make a difference. But as you can tell, the lens is not centered, and that's what makes it throws it off a little bit. So I never thought about that, but honestly, I don't think it's a huge problem. Honestly, one day I'm probably just gonna end up forgetting about the fact that it's supposed to be that way. Why did I just do all that extra work? But you can tell it's nice and strong. So now that I have my two different vlogging setups, I'll be going back and forth between them, honestly. Maybe depending on the bike, more likely depending on the weather. Because I don't know if I've said this already, but one thing I've never realized with these helmets is my first helmet. Oh yeah, okay. So let me see something real quick. So the last helmet I was talking about is an MMG K51. At least that's where to sit on the back of the helmet. Not the greatest looking helmet, but one reason why this looks so big is it's comparing it to that helmet. It's a little taller, a little longer. Either that or the other helmet was just a little shorter, a little flatter. But that helmet was like $39.99 at the time. I might be repeating myself, but yeah, that helmet was $39.99. Basically a $40 helmet. And I thought those were the cheaper helmets, your $40, $60 helmets. Not that your $100, $200 helmets are the more expensive, higher quality helmets. And your $600, $400 helmets was just like, whoa. Turns out, $400, $600 helmets are your good helmets. The $100 helmets and $200 helmets are your cheap helmets. So the $60 and $40 helmets, I don't know what those are, but are they even safe? So I found that out. Especially the fact that after I found out that this is just a clone of the Simpson, a Chinese-ish clone. But that's about it for this video. So y'all know my two setups. I got my German style setup. I got this setup. This setup is no longer gonna be used. It is pointless. Definitely now that I have this. So actually, This is annoying that I can't use this anymore. But this now belongs here. And we'll be testing this setup on the next video. So if you enjoyed this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out the links in the description to my music channel and my gaming channel if you want. Stay tuned for more if you want. And I'm out. Peace.